Want help to grow your business? Download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.
Hello, welcome to The Human Element. My name is Nicole Wales. I'm the founder and managing director of Human Tribe and your host for the Human Element series. Today we're here to talk about how to induct and train your people for success. In 2015, the Human Resources Research Institute released a white paper. The white paper was called Management in the Spotlight. Now, this white paper used the data of 16,000 employees across 500 organisations, and they looked at the key trends for what the high-performing organisations are doing compared to what the low-performing organisations are doing or aren't doing. Now, one of the key findings in this white paper is the high-performing organisations are investing in 4 things that the low-performing organisations aren't. Now, 2 of these things aren't so relevant for our topic today, but just so you know, they're strategic planning and they're also investing in better employment contracts. But the other 2 things that make up 50% of the equation of what high-performing organisations are investing in that the low-performing organisations are not. They are investing in the induction and onboarding of their team members and managers, and they are investing in the training and development of their supervisors and managers. Today's topic is absolutely crucial if you want to be a high-performing competitive business. I'm joined by 2 human resources professionals who are both insightful and passionate about today's topic. First of all, we have Sarah Sammut. Sarah is the head of human resources of Fitness First Australia. And we also have Nicki Luther. Nicki is the senior human resources business partner at Stryker. Sarah and Nicki, welcome to the Human Element.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you. Okay, so we've got so much to talk about today. I actually think we could have a whole series on the topics that we're talking about. So I'd really like to dive straight in. And I want to start with employee induction. And I know sometimes it's referred to as orientation or onboarding. There's different terms. So what can you share with business owners? You guys both come from high-performing organisations. What can you share with these business owners and leaders about employee induction and onboarding?
Yeah, I think that employee induction is one of the most important trainings that we do. If you think about the time that's spent in trying to acquire the new talent that you have introducing into your business, we want to make sure that we give them a really great start. And I think that when you look at employee inductions, it's a great opportunity for them to start to understand what's the environment that they're starting to work in. So I think that you give them a good environment to start feeling, okay, well, how can I start making decisions within the environment that I'm in? And that's by talking to them about your company values, talking to them about the ways of working and your strategic plan. So I think it's a really important part of one's learning journey.
Do you know, that really marries in with what we spoke about in another episode recently about how to find the best people for your business.
Yes.
You know, it's that phase that shows that everything that we discussed at that process, we deliver on, we live and breathe what we spoke about. So it's almost like the end of the recruitment process and the beginning of what's next.
Yeah.
Nicki, what can you add to that?
Yeah, so I'm absolutely with you, Sarah. I think in terms of bringing people into the right environment, you spend so much time and effort finding the right people. You know, for my organisation, we do think recruitment probably is the most important thing. So we spend so much time and effort into finding, you know, the right person for the right role. And sometimes we have people go through, you know, 7 interviews before they come into our business. And we do have a quite, you know, thorough and robust process. And to your point, you want that process to match what happens when they first start.
Absolutely,
So, you know, we care a lot about induction too. For us, it's built a lot around building relationships. So we're a very relationship-driven business. So we actually help people in their first, you know, week and month, you know, meet up with the different people that they need to know to really be successful in their role. We care a lot about, you know, helping them learn about the organisation and the environment, and then about their role. And everything that we do is very personalised. So, you know, people sometimes talk about working in businesses where they feel a bit like a number, and we try and do everything we can to avoid that. So they actually feel like we know who they are, and, you know, little things to making sure they've got a computer and phone when they walk in, you know, on their first day. And, you know, we make welcome signs for people. We take them out for lunch. We, you know, we don't throw them in the deep end. We actually help them, you know, be set up for success.
Yeah, brilliant.
Great.
I love
Yes.
that, and we're talking about, pardon the pun, but the
Yeah.
human element
Yes.
of this whole onboarding and induction process. So assuming right now that we've got business owners and leaders that are going, probably not doing it that well, or I'm really not doing it at all. What are your key tips to these people?
I think that it involves a couple pieces, and one is that you set it up so they understand a lot about your company and the organisation, and then it's about getting out there, and we're a multi-site business, and so it's about having the experience to go out there in each club and experience what it's like to be on the front floor, what it's like to be interacting with members. So give them real life experiences and buddy them up with some of those people that you believe are performing in the way that you would like them to replicate later on. So so I think it's the technical skills comes from that piece, but the initial piece is to understand a bit about the company.
And what you're talking about there is, and I'm trying to think like a business owner here, because I am one, but what you're not talking about there is it's not costing a whole lot of dollars. Obviously, it's time, but there's no major investment there with, some amazing online system or anything like that. You're really talking about spending time with the other human beings in your business.
That's right. I think you can train the company values up through doing things online if you wish to, but they could just learn it the same as by sitting down and talking to those people that you feel as though have been part of the journey to bring it to where it is today. And I think it's really just, we still put together our induction plans on Excel sheets, so it's really quite straightforward, and it's just about being organised, to your point, the day before they come in, so that their first experience is a positive one.
Yeah, absolutely. And being organised with those logistics like a computer, but also making sure everyone in the team knows who's coming on board. You hear horror stories of going, hi, my name's Nicole and I'm here. And like, oh, you're here to see someone? No, I'm here to start. What a horrible way to start.
So your welcome emails are a good way, aren't they, to start introducing.
And I think we do a lot of that as well. And it is the personal touch. And to your point, it doesn't actually cost anything. Like I think about to my induction, orientation, onboarding, whatever you want to call it, into Striker, I came home from being offered the role and I had flowers on my doorstep. And you know what? That's not
really
actually a huge
touch.
investment of money. It's probably like, $80, $100, whatever it was. But the way that actually made me feel, way surpassed that. And then it was more about making me feel like they wanted me to be there and they wanted to set me up for success. I think that's something that we try to encourage all our managers to do, even, a couple of weeks before, picking up the phone, talking to them about, we want you to be here at this time and, this is our dress code and even those little things.
Like casual Fridays.
Telling people about casual, it's so important.
It is.
Those little key things. And often there's a fair bit of time between the job offer and when they start. And I think that's a really good point. That's actually still part of the onboarding. So to have those little bits of contact between.
Sometimes we have like breakfasts beforehand. If they're still working out their notice period, it might be meeting the team at a breakfast before they go to work, just so that when they come in on the first day, they actually know who they're working with. So it's just simple, but it makes people feel like they belong.
Very good.
So what if I'm an entrepreneur and a leader that I think, I just don't know if the people in my business have the capability to train or to induct or buddy up with people in the business? What are you doing with the human resources, if we can call them that, in the business to help this process go well?
Sometimes I think it's around, you've got a variety of people in the business and someone might not be able to help you with that particular role, but they can help you with the culture. They can help you with sort of the, unwritten ground rules as to how things work around here, and just someone that people can feel like they can speak to or feel connected with. So I don't think a buddy necessarily needs to be about the role, but it can be about making them feel like they're part of the business. Or
even just mirroring what they're doing, just understanding. So it's just seeing them in their natural work environment. So it's not that they need to coach or train, but even just being observing what they do every day. So.
And I think to your point that you made before, Sarah, it's important that the people that you do connect them with are people that live and breathe the values and the behaviours that are crucial, because you don't just want to put them with that person. You're good at that job, but your behaviour sometimes might be questionable. Have you got any examples maybe where that has gone wrong?
Oh, God.
Put you on the spot there.
I just think, I can't think of anything where it's gone wrong, because I think we purposely hire people that really live and breathe those values. Even before they come in, we know that they're going to be a good fit. So whoever we partner them with, we've got a pretty good chance that they're going to be, you know, helping them come into the environment and live in those values. I can't actually think of it when it's gone wrong, unfortunately.
No, but that's great. But that, again, lends itself to the comment that we made before, why it's so important to invest the time in finding the
right
best people and the right person for your business. Yeah.
So it might not just be the top performer in an area. It might be somebody that is highly engaged and and is able to take them through the steps, I think.
And then you also get the double benefit of them feeling special.
That's right.
They've been asked to take care of, you know, someone new.
Yeah. And they do, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
Brilliant. Well, ladies, I'd like to wrap up this section now.
Okay.
When we come back after the break, I'd love to talk to you a little bit more about further training and development beyond the induction and onboarding process.
Okay, great.
So you've been watching The Human Element. Today we're talking about how to induct and train your people for success, and we'll be back with you shortly. Hello and welcome back to The Human Element. My name's Nicole Wales. Today we're here talking about how to induct and train your people for success. Welcome back, Sarah and Nicki. So now I'd like to move beyond the induction and orientation process and really talk to further training and development that your organisations invest in. Remembering, going back to our original point, that the high-performing organisations are investing in the training and development of their supervisors and leaders.
Yeah.
So what can you share with, I guess, the business owners and leaders out there watching today? What is it that you're doing at the moment that's working so well at Striker, Nicki?
Yeah, so we have a real focus on development. I think it's one of the key attractions for people coming into our business. We've only got 400 employees, but we have 5 that are dedicated just to learning and development.
Wow.
Within our HR team. And we do a variety of different things, from, you know, helping individuals understand themselves a lot better. So we use like the Gallup Strengths Finder to help people know what are they naturally great at and how can they use that to be successful in their role. So we have a different approach to other organisations in the sense that we don't look what's wrong with people, we look at what's right with them and how do we actually make that better. So we do a lot of work around strengths, and then we do a lot of stuff that's specific to your role. So our sales reps will get really in-depth product training before they go out into the field. And it's the same for all our roles across the business. We have capability frameworks which look at what does someone need to be capable of in their first month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and then work that into their first year. So our first year within our business is really intensive from a development perspective, but then ongoing from that, we have a number of high potential development programs. So we look at individuals who we think could be great managers, who they might be individual contributors, and we put them through a program to really help them know what it takes and what it's going to take to be successful as a manager. We've got programs for our managers. Sorry.
So I was about to say, so which I'm loving, you're doing that program before they actually get a promotion or even potentially even apply for one.
Yes.
Right. Brilliant.
To help them get ready for that. And actually, to see whether or not they're going to like it and be successful at it. Some people want to be managers, and then once they realise what it takes, they're like, you know what, this isn't for me. So it helps actually both ways before we move them into those roles to see whether or not they're going to be able to be successful.
Beautiful. Right. So I love how you're looking at skills, you're looking at behaviours, and then you're also looking at management and leadership development.
Right.
Yeah, beautiful. Sarah.
To continue enjoying this presentation, download BRiN, the world's first business advisor in your pocket. To find out more, visit BRiN.ai or search the App Store today.